Welcome to the Speed and Guyan's Deep Dive podcast.
Great to be here.
Today, we're diving headfirst into something pretty fascinating, actually. It's a Minecraft movie.
Ah, yes. The movie that kind of broke the mold, or maybe just ignored it.
Exactly. I mean, if you've been paying attention to movie buzz, you know this film is a real contradiction.
Totally. Critics mostly panned it, said it was, a creative miss.
But then audiences just flocked to it, turned it into this huge box office hit.
Yeah, a genuine phenomenon. And honestly, a pretty unique cultural moment, too. It just defied what everyone expected.
Right. So it's more than just weird box office numbers. It feels like a really interesting case study.
Absolutely. And that's our mission today, isn't it? To kind of unpack why. Why did this movie connect so strongly with audiences when the critics were so, well, lukewarm at best?
Yeah, or worse in some cases. And what does it tell us about, like, Hollywood trends now, how they're using IPs?
And audience behavior, too, how that's changing. Plus, you can't ignore the power of meme culture and all this. It's huge.
Definitely. So to get into this blocky, kind of chaotic, but definitely successful world, we've looked at a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, a real mix. We've got the professional film reviews,
hmm
the industry takes.
But also Reddit threads, social media comments, like getting the raw audience reaction.
Right, trying to get that full picture.
Yeah.
So yeah, get ready to dig in. It's going to be quite the exploration.
Okay, so let's start with this paradox, this puzzle at the box office, because the contrast is just stark.
It really is. You've got the critics on one side basically saying, don't bother.
Yeah, the numbers were pretty rough. Rotten Tomatoes, what was it? 51% from critics.
51.
Yeah.
And Metacritic was even lower, like 48 out of 100.
Okay, so in movie terms, what do those numbers usually mean, like for a studio?
Disaster,
Yeah.
usually. I mean, those are big red flags. A
Yeah.
51% RT score, that suggests critics just aren't connecting.
And 48 Metacritic, even worse.
Exactly. It signals, general critical rejection. Normally, that kills word of mouth, kills ticket sales. It basically says this film isn't good.
And the reviews themselves, they weren't pulling punches. I mean, okay, a couple found some charm, right?
Yeah, William Mullally called it charming, even downright funny, which he noted was kind of surprising for these big game adaptations that often feel so inert.
But that felt like the exception. Most were pretty harsh. Owen Gleiberman at Variety, he said the story felt grafted onto the world.
Yeah, like it didn't belong there organically,
Yeah.
and that it never feels like it matters,
Really?
which is, ouch.
That's a big knock against the storytelling, isn't it? Especially for Minecraft.
Oh, totally. A game about making your own story. And Lovia Jiraki at The Hollywood Reporter kind of doubled down on that,
What did she say?
that it failed to spark the imagination, which, for a Minecraft movie, that's kind of the whole point.
She feels like the opposite of what it should do.
Yeah. Michael Orden at The Wrap just kind of threw up his hands. It is what it is.
Huh. Not exactly a glowing endorsement.
Not quite. David Ehrlich at IndieWire gave it a C, called its existence an affront to creative freedom. Strong word.
Wow. Okay. And didn't the New York Post just shred it?
Oh, yeah. Johnny Oleksinski called it a 101-minute lobotomy. Said it was scattershot and wearisome.
Oof.
Oh.
So not just minor issues. These are like fundamental problems critics had.
Absolutely. Direct hits on its quality, its reason for being.
Okay, so you have that. Overwhelming negativity from critics. But then the audience reaction, it's like night and day.
Completely. Rotten Tomatoes audience score, boom, 88% hot.
88 from like over 5,000 verified ratings.
Yep. That's huge gap. Critics at 51, audience at 88. It's massive.
And the money followed, right? The box office was insane.
Totally insane. They projected, what, 60 million opening weekend?
Something like that, yeah.
It pulled in 157 million just in the U.S.
Wow.
And globally, 313.7 million in 3 days.
That's staggering. It blew past all the negative predictions, became this much-needed win for the 2025 theatrical landscape, as they put it.
Right. It defied expectations of failure.
Yeah.
Which just makes you wonder,
Mhm.
what's going on here?
Seriously, how does a film do that? How do you explain that massive disconnect? Why did audiences love what critics, well, didn't?
Okay, I think the key is understanding who the film was really made for. It wasn't necessarily trying to win over traditional critics.
So the fan base.
Exactly. It starts with fan service and nostalgia. The director, Jared Hess. He's got that quirky style, right? Napoleon Dynamite, Nacho Libre.
Yeah, very specific humor.
Well, our sources say he clearly knows his target audience, the Minecraft fan base. The whole movie feels like a love letter to them.
How so? Like specific examples?
Oh, yeah. It's packed with stuff only players would really get. Familiar gameplay things, visual nods,
Mhm.
tools, crafting tables, the classic mobs, the biomes.
Right, the deep cuts. I read about audiences actually cheering for stuff like the chicken jockey.
Totally. And Jack Black's lines as Steve, like, I am Steve, or Flint and Steel.
And the big one, this is a crafting table.
Yes. People were apparently clapping and shouting in the theater for those lines. It wasn't just watching, it was participating, like a shared inside joke.
That's amazing. It becomes a communal thing.
And it went beyond just references. You got to talk about the Steve's Lava Chicken song.
Oh my God, that thing went viral, didn't it?
Completely viral. It's this, like, totally unhinged and unforgettable 44-second song Jack Black sings while serenading a chicken in a lava box.
It sounds absolutely absurd.
It is absurd, but that's the point. It was perfect meme fodder. It actually charted on the Hot 100.
No way! A song about a lava chicken.
Yep. It just shows how the movie leaned into its own weirdness, and the internet ate it up.
But it wasn't all just jokes and memes, right? There was some genuine heart in there for the fans, too.
Definitely. There was that really touching moment, a subtle visual nod to Technoblade.
The YouTuber who passed away.
Yeah. They showed a pig wearing a golden crown as Avatar. Fans instantly knew.
Wow.
Reports said people got goosebumps and tears. That's not just fan service. That's like deep community recognition. It makes people feel seen.
So the film really validated the community's identity. It goes beyond just watching a movie.
Exactly. And you have to wonder, is this part of a bigger trend now? Think about other game movies.
Like Mario, Sonic, Five Nights at Freddy's.
Right. They all had varying critical reviews, some pretty rough, but they were huge hits. Why?
Because they focused on the fans.
Pretty much. They focused on what audiences love about their respective franchises, showed deep affection for it, and the fans felt seen and appreciated.
So maybe the critics are looking for one thing, good traditional filmmaking, and the fans are looking for something else entirely, like authenticity to the game they love.
It seems that way. The metrics for success might be diverging, especially for these big IP adaptations.
Okay, so fan service was huge. But what about the actual filmmaking? Jared Hess's style. It's quirky. Did that help or hurt? Critics seemed kind of mixed on his direction.
Yeah, critics called it out of step or jumbled. But Hess has always embraced weirdness, right?
For sure. Napoleon Dynamite is Exhibit A.
And maybe that specific, silly, family-friendly sense of humor just worked for Minecraft. The game itself is inherently kind of weird and blocky and lets you do absurd things.
That's a good point. It's not exactly a serious, gritty world.
Right. So Hess's style, while maybe not mainstream blockbuster material, kind of fits the spirit of the game.
Yeah.
He gets that the audience probably isn't looking for, like, Christopher Nolan levels of complexity here.
So you just want fun?
Yeah, genuine fun. And a laugh. His weirdness might actually align better with Minecraft than a more traditional director style would.
And the cast seems to play a big role in that fun factor, too. Jack Black as Steve. Everyone seems to agree he was great.
Oh, easily the highlight for many. Sources call him easily the best thing about the movie. He just brings that Jack Black energy, you know.
Yeah, the zany humor, charm, and over-the-top delivery.
Exactly. He makes Steve endlessly entertaining. He fully commits to the absurdity, which is perfect.
What about Jason Momoa as Garrett?
He apparently hams it up. Seems like he's having a blast. Maybe not quite the comedic timing of Black, but his charisma definitely adds to it.
So their energy together worked, even if it seems like an odd pairing on paper.
Yeah, audiences seem to love it. It helped paper over maybe some of the narrative cracks.
Which brings us to those flaws critics pointed out. The thin story, uneven pacing, underdeveloped characters, even Jennifer Coolidge feeling kind of random.
Right, all things critics usually hammer a film for.
But here, audiences didn't seem to care as much. Is it just that they were turning their brain off for a fun popcorn movie?
I think that's a big part of it. And turning your brain off, it doesn't mean dumbing down, necessarily.
What does it mean, then?
It's more about wanting pure escapism, entertainment that doesn't require deep analysis or, like, heavy emotional investment.
Was a simple enjoyment.
Yeah, especially for families, for younger viewers. It's about the spectacle, the laughs, the shared experience, not necessarily intricate plots or deep character studies.
So the film delivered exactly what that audience wanted, even if it wasn't what critics value.
Precisely. It offered low stakes, high fun. In today's world, that kind of uncomplicated entertainment is really appealing. Critics focusing on narrative perfection might just be missing the point for this specific audience.
And this fun, fan-focused vibe got amplified big time by the marketing, right? Especially how it tapped into meme culture.
Oh, massively. The whole strategy felt like Strange, but it's working. Remember the initial reactions to the trailer? Kind of skeptical, maybe even negative.
Yeah, there was some definite distaste online at first.
But the marketing team didn't fight it. They actively catered to the memes made by fans. They leaned into the weirdness.
How did they manage that? It sounds tricky.
By listening, basically. They saw the jokes, the fan edits, the community's sense of humor, and they ran with it. They amplified the stuff fans were already creating.
So it felt like the movie was part of the community, not just something being sold to it.
Exactly. It created this sense of like shared ownership and excitement. Very smart, very modern marketing.
And that went beyond just online stuff too, didn't it? The big collaborations.
Huge ones. The McDonald's partnership was everywhere. Custom meals, toys.
In-game collectibles too, right? Bridging the digital and real world.
Yep. And then there was that kind of random partnership with Young Sheldon reruns.
Okay, that one is strange. Why?
Probably hitting that family co-viewing audience, you know, reaching people who maybe aren't terminally online but watch network TV together.
Yeah.
It was about being pervasive.
Making sure everyone knew this movie was happening no matter where they looked.
Pretty much. Creating a
Yeah.
buzz that just felt everywhere.
But all that viral hype, it had a downside too. There were reports of disruptive behavior in theaters.
Yeah, that definitely happened. It became kind of controversial.
Disruptive how? Like beyond just cheering.
Well, yeah, cheering is one thing, but reports and videos showed audiences, especially younger ones, getting really rowdy, vocally reacting, shouting during scenes.
Like the chicken jockey scene again?
That was a big one, yeah. People throwing popcorn, screaming. It went way beyond normal movie behavior.
Wow. So cinemas had to step in.
They did, issuing warnings, trying to manage the crowds. In some places, apparently, police even got involved.
That's intense. It's like
Sure.
the movie created this live event energy that spilled over in a problematic way.
Exactly. It shows how that interactive communal celebration pushed boundaries. Created a unique experience, yeah, but also real challenges for how we share public spaces like cinemas.
It makes you wonder if theaters are even equipped for that kind of like participatory viewing experience becoming more common.
It's a really good question.
Oh.
Okay, so stepping back, what does all this mean for the bigger picture? For Hollywood, creativity, kids' movies?
Well, first off, it definitely fits into that whole Hollywood IP strategy, right? Relying on known property.
Absolutely. This movie had a long, winding road, remember. Over a decade in development. Different directors attached, like Sean Levy, Rob McElhenney, COVID delays.
Right, it wasn't easy.
But its success kind of proves the studio logic. Leverage that built-in fan base to lower the risk, even if development takes forever. A known thing, even with problems, feels safer than something totally new.
And it's interesting they specifically called it a Minecraft movie, not the Minecraft movie.
Yeah, that was very intentional. The director, Jared Hess, and the producers said they were not canonizing anything.
Because the game is a sandbox. No single story.
Exactly. They said, we're just one of a zillion stories, which is pretty smart, actually.
How so? What's the significance of just that one little word?
It manages expectations brilliantly. It tells fans, hey, this is just one take. Your Minecraft world, your stories, they're still valid.
So it avoids that backlash you sometimes get when an adaptation tries to be the definitive version of something open-ended.
Precisely. It respects the game's core idea, creativity, player agency. It lets the movie be weird and fun and full of fan service without pretending to be the final word. It acknowledges the source material's nature.
That makes sense. And this whole thing, the critical panning versus audience love, it brings up that old debate about kids' movies, doesn't it? The kids deserve better art.
Oh yeah, definitely reignites that. On one side, you have people saying, essentially, that studios know parents will take their kids to see it anyway, so quality doesn't matter as much. It's a safe bet financially.
Implying it's okay to aim lower for kids' content.
That's the criticism. The counter-argument, the kids deserve better side, says kids are smart. They can tell which stories are inspired and which are just product.
And that giving them well-crafted stories matters for their development.
Right. Fosters critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and appreciation for quality. They argue that lowering the bar for kids is a disservice.
But then a movie like Minecraft comes along, critics hate it, kids and parents love it, it makes $1 billion. What does that do to the debate?
It complicates it. It shows that, at least for some audiences, the definition of quality or value might be different. Maybe the communal experience, the fun, the connection to the IP outweighs traditional narrative quality for them.
So the market reality kind of pushes back against the deserve better ideal, at least financially.
It seems to. Studios see the box office and think, okay, this formula works. The demand for a fun, shared family experience in a theater might be stronger than the demand for critical perfection, especially when fewer third spaces exist for families.
Which leads back to that idea that for this movie, the real experience isn't on the screen, it's in the seats.
Exactly. The electric audiences, the cheering, the shared jokes, that was the event. It turned watching the movie into a celebration of Minecraft. Audience participation wasn't a bug, it was a feature.
It became more than just a film, it was a communal happening.
Absolutely. In an era where everyone's watching stuff alone on their own screens, a Minecraft movie created this powerful, shared social experience in the cinema.
And that collective energy, that feeling of community, might be what people remember more than the plot points.
I think that's spot on.
Yeah.
It shows that success can mean different things. It's not always about critical scores. Sometimes it's about creating a memorable, collective moment. Cinema as an event, not just content.
Okay, so wrapping this up, the main takeaway seems clear. A Minecraft movie is this fascinating case study.
Totally.
Yeah.
It really shows that box office gold and audience love don't always need critical approval. Not anymore, maybe.
Especially when a film just gets its core audience, understands them, caters to them with humor, with fan service.
And uses smart, maybe unconventional marketing that speaks their language, embraces the memes.
Which leaves us with a kind of provocative thought for you, the listener.
Yeah, think about this. We're in this age of social media, massive IPs. Is the future of blockbuster movies less about chasing that perfect critical score and more about creating an experience, something shared, something memeable, something that becomes a cultural event, especially for younger crowds?
It's definitely something to mull over. We encourage you to think about your own expectations. What makes a movie successful for you?
Yeah, what do you look for? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
See you again in the next episode of this podcast.